Me, I am a memoir. I am a memoir. Going deep in the Regularverse. Going to the Regularverse. Regular.
Hi, Lamley.
How have we done 3 regulars in a row?
It's kind of a 3.5. I hope we can do this a little quicker. It's Thursday. We've got to get ready for Festive Mariah Monday.
Yes, I know.
So
it's too much.
We can do it. So we're going again. We have no idea. We haven't looked at JLo's Instagram.
No.
So we don't know if she's announced anything.
No. But we do have a bunch of bonus tracks, and we've got an album to sum up.
Yes.
And rename.
So should we just go straight to getting the lowdown on the download?
All right. Getting the lowdown on the download. Okay, our first bonus track is a remix of Baby I Love the Big Letter U!
Yes.
Exclamation mark.
Yeah.
With R. Kelly. So it's the song that managed to be annoying and awful. The one that I decided had managed to cover all the bases. And they've ratcheted it up to excruciating with the addition of sex offender R. Kelly.
Yeah.
Jailed, convicted sex offender R. Kelly. And apparently in the song he's claiming to be in a club, which we know is a lie because they asked for ID there. And it actually sounds like R. Kelly didn't enjoy this song either. And like he phoned it in. Yeah, because he's got an amazing voice.
Yeah.
Like for everything else, he, like, I Believe I Can Fly. Like, everyone didn't sing that on Idol because the original vocal was terrible and they thought they could improve it.
My thinking is this was around Ignition and that was the style he was doing at the time.
Yeah.
So it sort of didn't surprise me.
That he was not putting in an effort.
Yes.
Yeah.
Remember that remix of Ignition that did well? I'll do a remix of everything.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
So, but we don't know him.
We don't know him, and he's a terrible human being.
We hope J-Lo...
When I say he's an amazing singer, I think he has some talent, but I think he's so horrific as a human being. It's not worth talking about.
Yeah, and I mean we've dealt with this with Mariah as well.
Yes.
Unfortunately, he got around.
Yeah, he got around.
You know, this is not new, so it was more. Let's just touch on it because it exists. But the bigger thing on this song, it's a remix. That's a remix, but it's not an entirely new song.
No.
Nor is it the original vocal with a dance beat.
No.
She's actually gone into the studio and done another vocal.
And
that's
to no avail.
Shocking. And that's why we have to listen to it because it's the only time that's ever happened.
Yeah.
My thing is literally... I don't mind, we don't know R. Kelly. I don't mind J-Lo's new bits. It's obviously very Mariah to re-record bits, but I'm impressed she actually showed up to do it.
Yeah. Well, the original was so terrible. Maybe she even knew it was bad. It was like, I might actually have another crack at that.
I'm actually surprised this wasn't a single given the Ignition-ness.
Yeah.
In terms of... I can see it being, we just had the LL Cool J hit. He's just had Ignition. Let's put you two together and we'll service that. Maybe she found something out about him as I'll just put the crappy album one out. Go. Yeah. Posh kind of liked it, so we'll just put that out.
It is weird that they put out the album one.
Yeah.
And they had this in their back pocket.
To know.
It's
something.
Yeah.
There was a lot of things around him, though, that people maybe were like, do we, don't.
Yeah, maybe it was... Yeah. He was already problematic.
Let's pop that back, shall we?
I don't know.
Yeah. It's fine. I didn't like it more or less than the other one, but because it's got R. Kelly in it, it's just better to not.
Yeah. Well,
that's my feelings on it.
I didn't like the other one, and I like this one less. Because of R. Kelly. And I really don't think he brought much to it, to be honest. Given what he's capable of, I thought he was very, very ordinary.
Yeah.
It was bottom tier R. Kelly. And I'm like, oh my God, I didn't realize there was an even shitter version of R. Kelly.
Maybe that's what the R stands for. Regular.
Regular Kelly.
Regular Kelly.
Ugh. So I'm Real. What percentage of this song do you think she sang?
High-low. I think this is pretty much her.
Yeah, it sounds like she turned up to whine her way through it.
Maybe she made them paint everything and put down some throughs.
Yes.
But I'm just impressed that she showed up, so I'm happy for her for that.
Yeah, well, maybe she wanted to meet R. Kelly.
Oh, God.
Maybe she likes R.
Don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I think it was fairly high to mid. And are you giving this a pro low or a no low?
I'm not giving it anything. It's just one of those things where it's like, I gave it pro low to the album version. I'm just going to stick with that.
Okay.
We don't know.
No, this is also a no low. I said high low, no low.
No.
All right, let's move on to Ain't It Funny, the Murder Remix with Ja Rule and Cadillac Tar. Written by Jennifer Lopez, Corey Rooney, Irving Lorenzo, Jeffrey Atkins, Ja Rule, Tahim Crocker, Cadillac Tar, Ashanti Douglas, Ashanti, and Craig Mack. Produced by Irv Gotti, The Number 7, Channel 7, as he's sometimes called. Yes. And Corey Rooney.
So Ashanti got a writing credit.
She got a writing credit, yeah. This was a single.
Yes.
And it was a US numero uno. Went to number 1. And in Australia, it cracked the top 10 at number 9.
All over it.
What were we thinking? We were being very sensible. And because it's a single, that means there's a video.
Oh, there is. Okay. Fabnopsis. Why the fuck are we still here, Fabnopsis? Regular. Help Mariah come back and take us to the Mariah Monday world.
Regulo has bought a hair straightener and she loves it.
She does.
Ja Rule reminds us all that he's from Murder Inc. and he loves Jay to the low. Jen dances about in a collection of tops that look like when my sister used to dress her Barbies in hankies tied up with hair ties.
Yes.
Also, she stole Mariah's wind machine and they're blowing the fringes on her trousers, but her straightened hair barely moves. She's actually looking a bit like Tracy Grimshaw with his hair. For the international listeners, Tracy Grimshaw hosts A Current Affair in Australia, and she looks nothing like J-Lo. But her
Which
hair,
is kind of like Dateline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did used to have A Current Affair over there a million years ago, yeah. Anyway, there's a lot of shonky builders and kicking indoors and people crying and a lot of stories about the supermarket, which are oddly positive. Anyway, the straightened hair looks very Tracy Grimshaw of this era.
Yeah, now I'm thinking about it. And I'm also thinking about the nickname you gave her.
Yes. Yeah. I love grimace. Ja Rule is playing cards. Jen is wearing heavy purple eyeshadow.
Wow, Grimshaw.
And ignoring all her friends at a party.
Wow.
Then she's walking down a corridor, leading Ja Rule on. She goes into a bedroom with someone, and she seems shitty with him. Then she sits in a chair with a gaping dress on that almost reveals her bosoms. Oh no, it's a skin-coloured bikini. Then she leaves the bedroom. The guy in there looks a bit like the ex-husband backup dancer.
Oh.
Then Cadillac Tar has a go on the mic, and they dump his vocals because he says something scandalous, and J-Lo looks like she's done a naughty. Ooh. At one point, she reminds us that love don't cost a thing. Oh, don't remind us of a better songs, J-Lo. Then she throws the guy out and does a karate kick at the door.
Yes.
The party's going well. Lots of cards and drinks on the glass-topped coffee table. Everyone's enjoying the party, and Jen-Lo is having some kind of party on her own on the chair in the corner. Jen and Ja dance some more. Apparently, it's funny.
Apparently. Allegedly.
The end.
Wow.
So, Ain't It Funny was a song.
Yes.
On the J-Lo album, which I remember enjoying.
Yes, it was a good song. Very different to this.
It was not this song.
It was not this song.
This is the same song in name only.
Similar to with I'm Real.
Yeah.
So we do have some Law and Order Regular Victims Unit.
Oh, please. Bring it on.
Are you ready? Rumour. J-Lo is lip syncing to Ashanti's vocals on the chorus, and/or J-Lo isn't on the chorus at all.
Oh, I would believe she's not on the chorus at all.
This is actually mostly false.
Oh, really?
So there is not as much mentioned about this song as there is I'm Real.
Yes.
Very similar kind of story,
Yes.
like the way it all came together. They're both remixes for songs that actually aren't remixes.
Yeah, it's all Irv Gotti, it's all
Exactly.
Ashanti, it's
Yes.
all Ja Rule.
What I did manage to find was the stems. So hearing those, it was harder to get them, and I didn't get the whole song.
Right.
But the files are out there. And just with I'm Real, J-Lo does sing the whole song.
Yes.
It's just that with Ashanti in there cushioning her, and they are similar in tone.
Yeah.
One's a bit better. It's harder,
Silk all the way down.
But I will say,
all the way up.
in this one, it's a little less brazen.
Yes.
Like, there is a bit more J-Lo going on. What I couldn't find was any credit for Ashanti as a backing vocalist.
Yeah.
There's no explanation as to why. I'm not sure why she hasn't been credited.
Well, she got a writing credit, I guess.
Right? But looking at the other song credits with songs like Feeling So Good, If You Have My Love, for example, where there's a predominant backing vocalist, they are credited.
Yeah.
That is one thing that they actually do, is credit the background vocalist even when they're real loud.
Yeah.
So not sure that why she wasn't given that on here when she was on I'm Real. But then following on from that, the second rumour is J-Lo stole Ain't It Funny from Ashanti. And the fact is, kind of half and half.
Oh.
So Corey Rooney says this. We had changed the sound of Jennifer Lopez with I'm Real, and we didn't have anything else on the J-Lo album that we could release as a single. We had to do another remix to keep the momentum going. It kind of landed on this album, probably because it was rushed out, and it was the recent single, Get It On. I assume that is what led to the little remix J to the Hello moment. It seems that the team who wrote I'm Real went back to write another one, and they've just gone, oh, well, she's got that, Ain't It Funny? That's the name of a song.
Yeah.
Let's do that. So once again, it was actually being specifically written for J-Lo, so she hasn't nicked it from someone. But what I couldn't find, again, was I couldn't find a credit for Ashanti, and this is from Ashanti, saying everyone was there, as in at the recording studio. Ja was on the floor playing video games, and they had the beat playing in the background. Chris Gotti, Irv's brother, said Ja's supposed to be writing this record for J-Lo, but it looks like he's not going to do anything tonight. Why don't you go in there and see what's happening? So that's exactly what I did. She's basically gone in there, written 2 verses, done a little bit of a demo for J-Lo. Later, Gotti called Ashanti from LA, asking her to write another verse. She said, I had to write it over the phone and two-way over the lyrics. I don't know what two-way means.
They used to like, it was like text messaging.
Right. So J-Lo has a writing credit because she wrote the original Ain't It Funny, which technically, legally, they have to give her credit.
Because it's the same title?
Yes.
And they're calling it a
remix.
Yeah.
So that's why her credit's there, which I think maybe people misconstruing her taking the credit from Ashanti. Ashanti, it sounds like, now has a credit. But from everything I can find, the issue is not so much around J-Lo, Corey Rooney and everyone else. It's about Murder Inc. There is some weird shit going on.
Some strange things going on.
She's the one who's gone in there and written it. Has anyone else done anything?
Yeah. Ja Rule was playing video games.
This all did get kind of remedied by Billboard saying, this is a different song, guys.
Yeah.
You can't get the same... like chart position for 2 different, so it doesn't make any sense. So this is going to be very different. And then the last little bit on Ashanti, Irv and Ja Rule wrote the beginnings of what would become What's Love, which is Fat Joe and Ashanti. Ashanti was on the vocals, so it seems like that is a thing they did as a team. We're going to write a song. Ashanti's doing, the little vocal for us, and then we'll shop it around.
Yeah.
Now, in an Instagram live during COVID, Fat Joe, what does it say? So they played it to Fat Joe, and basically they said, we want this for you and J-Lo. He said, oh, I like this girl. Just leave her on there.
Yeah.
He's worked with J-Lo. He's got no issue with J-Lo, but he likes this girl. And she'd never been told this.
Oh.
So her response was, oh my God, he stayed pulling records or trying to pull records from me. So there was obviously something, and Irv has seemed to have had it in, allegedly, for Ashanti. So reading between the lines, it seems kind of like they have this girl, they're like, yeah, we will give you a record deal. We just need you to do a couple of things for us.
Yeah.
And it just never sort of got anywhere. And then obviously Fat Joe's gone, well, I like her, so keep her on there.
Yeah.
So I think as many issues as there were in J-Lo in the Regularverse, and there were,
yes,
I think there were as many issues going on at Murdering.
Yeah.
Because that was all a bit fishy.
I mean, yeah. But at least Irv was the one who told us about Tommy saying, you've got to use this sample.
Yeah.
So as terrible as a person as he probably is, he did give us that little moment.
Mm-hmm.
He revealed the truth.
Yeah.
Of the stolen sample, the firecracker.
And I think that was maybe to get back into Mariah's good books.
Yeah, maybe.
Which I don't think he should be. I think she should still hate him.
Yeah, maybe. So how do you feel about the actual song?
So with the I'm Real remix, because of the racial slur and all of the stuff, we just said, no, thank you, see you later.
Put it in the bin.
The song itself was fine.
Yeah.
I think this is the same song.
It is very similar.
Without the slur or the Mariah stealing. So I did say it's a little bit Fruit of the Poisonous Tree, but generally I think it actually is probably a better song. J-Lo is more present.
Yeah.
I don't really remember liking it at the time, but now I kind of think it works.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not offended by this.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem as horrifying. Ashanti gets a writing credit, thankfully. I'm okay.
Yeah. I said I like the lower register of her voice in this, if it is her and not Ashanti.
No, I did. I found the thing is it's her.
And I always loved Ja Rule. But this is a bit meh.
Yeah, it's not the best song in the world.
Yeah. Nice beat, decent production, but nothing special. I thought seeing it was a number one that it would be more memorable.
Yeah.
But it is not.
This was the sound, though.
Yes.
Really. Like you said about My Boo.
Yeah.
I Love You, etc. It was very much that conversation kind of a sound. Was never really my favourite. Yeah. You have some hits, obviously. But even then, I don't think, I've ever gone, you know what I really want to hear? Dilemma. I don't think I've ever sought out.
Why do you like Dilemma?
I like it. I love me some Kelly Rowland.
Yeah.
But I don't think I've ever gone, that's like, I want to listen to, Stole and Work. Put it in brackets.
Put it in.
It's such a good song.
We got her to re-record that at our radio station.
Did you? What was it?
Is it in?
Yeah, that sounds familiar. I probably heard that at the time. Is it in?
She was the best.
Nope.
So yeah, as as I said, supposedly a remix of Ain't It Funny, which I enjoyed, and this I do not.
No, the original is a really good song. I quite like the original.
Yeah.
I think that might have been my favourite from the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I go that one over this one.
Yeah.
But as far as this kind of song from her, this is better than I'm Real.
Yeah. And I'm Real, what percentage of the song did she sing?
I've written mid to high low, maybe about 70% with the help of Ashanti.
Yeah. I said mid to low. Okay. Because...
But I heard the stems, so that's probably
where
that's come from.
And just because her voice sounded quite... I quite liked her tone.
And I'm like, well, I like this. It can't be
enjoying this. It must be someone else. And are you a pro low or no low?
I am pro low. I'm not full, pedal to the metal pro low.
Yeah.
But I didn't mind
You're
this.
Polo. I'm no low. I haven't loved anything.
You're still no low, even on this.
Even on this. Even though I like Ja Rule. But I just didn't like him enough. Like, if the other one didn't have the N-bomb in it, I'd probably enjoy it more.
Sure.
But yeah. This one's not as good as that one, and therefore also bad. All right, are you ready for our next track?
Yes.
We've got more bonus tracks coming.
I think it's our final track.
It is our final track. It's I'm Gonna Be Alright.
Yep.
Trackmasters remix featuring Nas.
Yes.
Now this is a lot. Written by Jennifer Lopez, Corey Rooney, Troy Oliver, Lorraine Cheryl Cook, Ronald Lepre, Jean-Claude Olivier, Samuel Barnes, Nasa Jones, Anthony O'Brien, Anthony Wright, Nathaniel Chase, Sylvia Robinson, Denzel Foster, Thomas McElroy, Jay King, Curtis Jackson, a.k.a. 50 Cent.
Interesting.
Produced by Trackmasters and Corey Rooney. And the beat contains re-adaptations of the instrumental used on Luniza's 1995 song I Got Five on It, featuring Michael Marshall, a song which itself sampled Club Nouveau's 1987 song Why You Treat Me So Bad.
Yeah, of course.
So this is sampleception. Yeah. It was a single.
It was
a US number 10.
Okay.
And in Australia, number 16.
Okay, it's respectful.
Top 20 and top 10. And I believe there is a video.
Okay. Fabnopsis. Trackmasters, I guess, are here. Maybe 50 Cent's not. Anyway, bye. Fabnopsis.
A creepy guy in a souped-up car is calling out to Regulo while she's trying to get a tan on the footpath in Spanish Harlem. Some guys are playing dominoes. Nas leans on a fence and calls J-Lo a pro because he gave her nice clothes like Ginger in Casino. Is that Sharon Stone? Wasn't she actually a prostitute? I can't remember. Sorry. A sex worker. J-Lo...
You are so woke, Fab.
I know. J-Lo wears a big hat. Then she sits in a fold-up chair with a big hat.
We love a big hat.
And a bikini.
Latoya's big hat.
We do love a big hat. She's back on the block drinking a soda. Then she goes to a barbershop with her husband/employee, Chris Judd, the dancer. Everyone in the barbershop gets excited when she bends over to pick up a Coca-Cola. Then she puts curlers in her hair and goes to the laundromat, which also means she has to do some sexy bending over, freaking out a man in a singlet. Then Jennifer mimes to the backup singer, Shalene Thomas, as if she sang the vocals, when she clearly did not. Then she walks down the street and breaks up with some guy in a singlet, tracky dacks and a big plait. Then Jen goes and listens to some records, while Nas tells us his mates are in jail. It's a little bit... disrespectful there, Jen. Jen plays stickball and she wins, but we all know the real winner is Big Ass Hats.
Oh, we love Big Ass Hats. Can't deny.
And I believe there is do we have an SVU on this one?
We don't, because we did touch a little bit. Because do you remember this song on the last album?
Yeah, vaguely, yeah.
Yeah. Very different.
Very different.
Shailene is credited.
Yes.
The only issue, seriously, on this song, because it's clearly not J-Lo with that chorus.
No.
And that's actually fine if she didn't lip sync on the video. If she was chilling in the background, singing the vocals, get the backing singer in there.
Yeah.
Have her on the steps when you're going past and nod to her, give her a smile, and you do your ad-libs, which she is doing. J-Lo is doing the ad-libs. I would not have a single issue.
Yeah.
No one would, because it's obviously not her.
No.
So that's all she needed to do.
I know, which is confusing as well, because 800 people wrote this song.
Yeah.
So apparently there was a scandal to do with this, because on the remix album...
Oh, no, so you're right. There is. I didn't write it down because I didn't have a lot of specific information to do with her. It was more sort of causing a war between Fiddy and Nas.
So on the J to the Low dance album, 50 Cent was on this song.
Yes.
Which is why he's credited one of the 212 writers. But for the single, he was replaced with Nas, who was a bigger name at the time.
Sure.
And Fiddy cracked it and decided he had a beef with Nas, who said that 50 Cent was about 5 or 6 albums away from being able to have a beef with him.
Yeah. That's how Mariah speaks to people too.
Anyway, that's the most interesting thing about this song.
Yeah, so I didn't do a low and order because it was no low.
It was no low. It wasn't a low and order.
No.
There were no regular victims. No. There were just actual victims. What did you think of this actual song?
So
aside from her claiming to be singing someone else's fucking vocals.
I mean, obviously in the video that caused me some frustration.
Yeah,
but
it's really...
this song was on the last album, and I remember you didn't mind it. You were sort of like as an awe. But I do think this production is much better. I do like this overall a lot better. It's still got the classic J-Lo treatment where she's on the verses, not the chorus.
Yeah.
But I was here for it. I do worry that Nas does use a slur, so I have to be no Nas on the slur.
Yeah.
I also thought this has a longer outro, which I kind of like. The instrumentation, there's something about the beat that I quite enjoyed about this. And I do think it's generally better than the first iteration of this song.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, just have the BV singer hanging out at the laundromat on the steps with J-Lo as she ad-libs, and it would be completely respectable. Yeah. There'd be no issue with that.
But maybe overall, J-Lo thought she sang that bit.
Maybe. But overall, I liked it. I like this remix.
So, yeah, I said it's under 3 minutes, which is a blessing.
Yeah.
Under 3 minutes. That's amazing.
That's it.
It's so good. And there's not that much J-Lo here, which is a relief. Not as much Nas as I'd like, because I usually quite enjoy him.
Yeah.
but what there is was,
Yeah.
tolerable. And last time I said it was tolerable pop crap. This has a harder beat.
Yeah.
And the chorus is still not her, which is the best part of it.
Yeah.
So this is Naz and Shalane.
Yeah.
And not.
Great. We love it.
So I don't know why we're doing it in the regular verse. She's just there miming to it.
Yeah.
With her then husband / employee.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, look, if we did songs that, she wasn't, if we didn't do songs she wasn't on, we wouldn't have a show.
Yeah, we don't. So. Maybe that would be better. All right, I'm real. What percentage of this did you think she sang?
I've gone for mid-low. Obviously, she's not really on that chorus.
No.
She does ad-lib on the chorus, which that
Yes.
doesn't always happen. And that is her on the verses, so, yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, very, very mid to low. And what about pro-low or no low?
I am pro-low on this one. I think the last one I was awe.
Yeah.
Because it was a bit middling, but I do like that harder beat.
Yeah.
And bringing Nas into rap just gave it a bit more oomph.
Yeah.
And it's a great chorus. Like, I do like that chorus.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Like I said last time, I was on the cusp of pro, but I think this remix, which has 9 songwriters, is somehow less than the sum of its parts.
Really?
It's like, I like the Nas bit, I like Shalane's bit, J-Lo's there, and I don't know, I just found it a bit, so I'm just gonna go no though.
You just have to keep that momentum going. You can't do pro now.
And maybe because I listened to this after listening to all these other songs, and I'm like,
just over it.
oh yeah, no, I've had enough. Like, I can't deal anymore.
Did you hate that Nas mentioned Marilyn Monroe?
No. He was mentioning everything.
He was.
He was having
Look over there.
A mention
There's
attack.
a cake.
So yeah, I'm a full no-low all the way through.
All right.
I haven't enjoyed anything.
No.
So it's time to decide how we felt about this album overall.
I have to remember it all now.
And not necessarily all the bonus tracks. You can exclude those if you need to. If you need to get Nas and Ja Rule out of your system and R. Kelly.
R. Kelly's gone for sure.
So, do you want to go first, or do you want to hear what I thought?
You go, because you're going to be all awful, and then I'll be mostly awful, but kind of okay.
All right. So at first, I thought you were pranking me. Because after the dance mix, I sent you 15 dance mix tracks of Mariah Carey. And I thought you'd sent me a playlist with 15 different remixes of the exact same song. That they all just weirdly had different names for some stupid reason. But no, apparently they are different songs.
Right.
Even though they sound like the exact same fucking song 10 times. Like it is... Ugh. And her vocals, other than the 1 or 2 times I noted where I said I enjoyed her tone here, I enjoyed her reaching for that, like she missed that, but she had a crack. Other than that, her vocals are crushingly dull at best and horrifically pitchy at worst. And there are some really pitchy moments. Yeah. And I seriously think that being released early meant they didn't get to overdub her with the other singer that they normally use. This is the most regular album we've done.
That's so funny.
It feels like it was written and produced by an algorithm.
Yeah, I can kind of hear that.
And it like an AI could make this album. And Jen would still come in and sing a pitchy bit over the bridge to make us think that it was really her. And that's how I feel about This Is Me, ... then. And I am terrified about her doing a sequel right now.
Yeah.
Working on a sequel to this pile of shit. This beige... Like, it's... You know what it is? It's like a baby's poo. Like... You know, it's that beige colour, but it stinks of milk.
I don't 100% know how to feel about this one.
Yeah.
Because I went into it and those first 2 songs are my least favourite by far.
Yeah,
I just was like,
why would you lead an album with those 2 songs?
I don't know. But as it went on, it did get better. It didn't get good, but it did get better. I think where I got a bit lost is that...
All the songs sound the same.
Yeah, but I actually think that this is the first album she's done that actually sounds like an album.
Yeah.
In terms of...
Everything sounds the same.
It may be all very beige, but the first two were like, okay, we have this great pop song, and then a Gloria Estefan Latin song, and then the worst ballad you've ever heard in your life.
Oh, my God.
They were just a little bit, And then the second album, I was like, oh, maybe we're coming down. Oh, no, now we're doing that song about getting fingered by Diddy. And it was just like...
There was so much Diddy on that album, and it was all bad.
And songs that should have been good on that album were not.
No.
And that wasn't all her fault. So going into this one... I think I appreciated that at least it was coherent and cohesive, even if it wasn't great. Yeah. So I think it's probably, for me, the one that you could put on in the background and it's not actually going to get you on the dance floor like some of the ones with the hits, but it's not as jarring in terms of if you like this sound, you might moderately enjoy this album, if that makes sense. Whereas I think the first two felt all over the place. At least with this one, even... I think what's happened is she's gone, I really want to try and make an album. And then she's put everything into it and we've realised it's a little thin. It's a little thin. But I at least could tell she was trying to make an album. Yeah. If that makes sense.
Yeah. So, and you can tell that she's tried to, at least contribute to the vocals.
Yeah.
And contribute to the lyrics.
But just overall...
I just don't think she's very good at either of those things.
And that's probably what it is.
Yeah.
I did find myself not hating it as much. I went into it thinking this is going to be her worst album.
Yeah.
And I didn't come out feeling that way. I think there was a lot of, that wasn't as bad as I thought.
See, I was like, it's her third album. She's, maybe she's learned a lesson and she's improved, and it was relentlessly shit. It was really there's nothing as catchy as on
I agree.
Like that first album, there are no big other than the chorus. Jenny from the Block. Like the chorus of that song is great. The LL Cool J bits are fun. In that song, but other than that, it is. And don't even remind me about that terrible cover. That was also the thing that I found so disappointing in that cover is why isn't she trying to put this kind of an effort into singing her other songs?
Yeah. Again, she doesn't know how to sing a song unless someone else has sung it for her.
But they have. She's got fucking Ashanti right there singing the song. Just do that. Oh, man.
Yeah, I can't say I walked away hating it because I didn't.
Yeah, I did.
But it's almost like the least offensive if I were to put it on of the three we've listened to. Yeah. I'd go, that's the easiest one because it's just kind of there. It's not screaming at me too much. She's not saying the N-word.
You know what it is? It has the consistency of Caution and none of the talent.
Kind of, yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah.
So, I can give her some kind of very minimal amount of respect for trying to make an album.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just not her thing, and that's okay. Maybe she's just better at putting hits together.
And she's better at acting.
Well, that too.
And she's an amazing dancer.
I mean, maybe it was worth it for the great video. Don't know.
This is the other thing. There's not much of a beat to I'm Glad. And that video is incredible. And you're imagine a different song.
Yeah.
That video on a song that had a beat. Yeah. That had some decent vocals. Yeah. Such a good video. It's so sad. So do you have a favourite track? Is there anything that you tolerated enough to have?
I mean, Jenny from the Block probably, but I didn't hate Baby I Love You. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you did. So
did you have any, what's the one that you could tolerate the most?
Can I just like the LL Cool J bits of All I Have?
Sure.
And the chorus of Jenny from the Block? And the original versions of The One and You Belong to Me?
Wait, yes.
The Marvin Gaye and Diana Ross and the Michael McDonald and the Carly Simon.
But you have to take the bridge from I'm Glad that she tried on.
Yeah, no. Do you have a least favourite?
I think it's Loving You because it is all of the things and it's also just very bland. I don't remember it at all. At least like on something like the I've been thinking, I kind of remember that was sweet.
Yeah.
You know? Whereas Loving You, I'm like,
I Dear Ben is truly horrific as far as I'm concerned. And I really did hate Baby I Love You both times. I hated when she was flicking herself off in the blankets, and I hated when R. Kelly came to visit.
I'm going to have that as my first dance when I marry Ben Affleck.
Well, then I'm going to push you down the stairs, showgirl style.
Are you invited? You'll just show up.
So
in a dress.
Yeah, like of course, that's how showgirls works. So do I know her? Pro-lo or no-lo on the whole album?
I feel like discussing it has made me less pro-lo. Like, I kind of went into it going, it is the easiest listen. Because, again, short songs. So we do like and appreciate that. And there was 3 bonus tracks, which isn't as crazy as some of... Like, the last one was a lot. And there's nothing as bad
and some of these bonus tracks were from that album.
Yeah. There's nothing as bad as Bilo.
No.
So I think I'm just living in awe. Occasionally the wind blows that way and I go, I don't mind that. And then the wind blows this way. I said, run. Yeah. I think I'm just in the middle.
It's so beige that depending what the light is like outside, it's either amazing or dreadful.
Yeah.
It's wallpaper.
It is. Yeah. But it's probably, I think, the easiest of her albums to listen to.
Yeah. I'm straight no.
Struggled with it,
I gave not a single song a pro-lo.
No, you didn't.
I had some cusps, but I never tipped over.
No.
There was no Let's Get Loud.
I know, and that's what the cover could have been.
Yeah.
Like that kind of big vibe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Missed opportunity.
There was, she needs to get more Gloria Estefan.
Yeah.
Like if we instead of the regular verse, if we were doing the Gloria, I would be mad for that.
Well, I mean, we had this all
of those. Oh, don't.
Nah, you're regretting it.
I would do Celine Dion.
Well, then let's do that.
No.
You'd be like, no, absolutely not.
We're in the regular verse now.
Let's just get the regularity done in the next 3 years.
Yes.
And then we'll see.
So it's time to rename the album.
Yes.
What is your alternate name?
This was easy. It's This Is Me ... Ben.
Yeah.
Because that's what the album is about.
Yeah. This is me and Ben.
Yeah.
Exclamation mark.
You. Exclamation. Yeah, there was nothing else. This is me, Ben.
This is me and Ben. Or alternatively, this is beige and beige.
Yeah. I think that makes it worse, is that we know who it's about. It doesn't,
It taints the whole album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think some of my not hating it is coming in going, the hits aren't the hits that we're expecting. So I think I really lowered my expectations. There's a song called Dear Ben, lower it even more.
Yeah.
And it could never have been quite as bad
as I had. It was never going to be
as
bad as that.
No.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it was, but I did not know all that going in.
Yeah.
Like I said, all my first headlines were just a pure listen of, I would hear the song and then I would just write, oh, this is annoying on whatever track I found out that one was when I looked up. And so, yeah. And when I got to, this is both annoying and awful.
I am wondering if, like, by the end of this, I'll be able to put together a 12-track playlist of your prolos. We're probably sitting at about 6. Oh, so we might. Yeah.
We might.
You did.
Not a single one from this album.
No. I think from memory, it was If You Have My Love.
Yes.
More.
Yes.
Waiting for Tonight.
Oh, the Spanish ones. You'll easily get to 12 with Spanish songs.
The original Waiting for Tonight, not the remix. There might have been one other on that one, and then I think 1 or 2.
Let's Get Loud.
Yeah, and then 1 or 2 on the last album.
Yeah, I think I liked Dum 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 Dum. Did I not?
You liked Yeah, you did, but I think you liked the other Spanish one, not Carino, which I liked.
Yeah,
which was good.
Oh, that was one of the bonus ones, wasn't it?
Dame.
Yeah, Dame.
Which was on the album. Yeah.
Didn't I like the ballady one? Oh, I think I just liked.
You liked Ain't It Funny? No. Yes.
I liked Ain't It Funny.
Yeah. We're getting there.
Yeah. Didn't I like the one with Mark Anthony?
Maybe. Yeah. No,
I think I liked him teaching her how to sing.
The first album. And Play, you liked the song. But not the story that went along with it.
Yeah. I liked,
You like Christina Milian.
I liked Christina Milian's Play. And not...
That's a great song.
No. Jennifer Lopez's bit of business miming to it.
Get the fuck out of our podcast.
Get the fuck
Get the fuck out of our podcast.
Get the fuck out.
Just walk away.
Walk away.
You tacky regular bitch.
Regular.
Get the fuck right out of my face.
Regular bitch. All right. We're almost home. We did forward sell what's happening on Mariah Monday, which is the Christmas Princess.
Yes.
So
little Mariah.
get your little drawings out. We're gonna draw along,
Yes.
as well as read.
Yeah. I think it will only take 9 to 10 weeks to cover.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's a picture book.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Make it happen.
Are you making anything happen?
Yeah, I may or may not have a few Christmas songs out
Oh.
right now. Just
You're festive.
Just a couple of festive covers. I didn't go Mariah because I'm not an idiot.
No,
Why would I touch that?
I mean, the regular one did, and it was very dull.
Exactly. So I just touched on a little Kelly, little
Yes.
little Santa Baby, and a little S Club 7. You know, in my lane.
I love the S Club 7
really
Christmas
sweet,
song.
yeah.
It's a really nice one.
It
It's
is,
from
it's
my
cute.
favourite Jive Christmas song.
Oh, all over it.
That album is amazing.
That's
And
probably where
dull,
I heard.
all at the same
I was going to say
time.
that's where I heard that I'm Glad remix.
Uh-huh.
It's like, I'm glad when I'm jingle jingle jingle. What about you?
No, I'm just having Christmas like a proper person. Just basking in glitter. The movie.
Yes.
As I watch every Christmas. All right. Bye, Emily.
Bye.